It's a massive match. Can you first of all just tell us, in your view, how big you think this match is, and also what the team news is relating to the fitness of Barkley and David Luiz?
Quanto è grande questa partita per te? E poi infortuni.
Oh, at the moment we have no serious injuries. I think that every players will be able to play. But of course, I have to see the last training. The match is for us is really very important. We know very well that it's a very difficult match against maybe at the moment the best team in Europe. So we know very well that it's very difficult. It's impossible to beat them in a long period, of course, in this moment, but in a match everything can happen.
You question the players' attitude after Wolves. Do you really think the players believe they can beat City on Saturday after Wolves and Wembley?
Pensi veramente che loro pensino che possono
Oh, I don't know, but I think that we have a problem to manage the match at the moment, because in the last two matches we played well for 55, 60 minutes, but then at the first difficulty we went in blackout. In the first match we were lucky because they didn't score, and in the last match we were a little bit unlucky because for the opponents there are 5 shoots, only 2 on target, and we conceded 2 goals. But after the first goal we went in blackout, and we were not able to react.
At the moment, the gap to City is 10 points. It could be 13 on Saturday night. How big is the gulf at the moment between City and Chelsea, would you say?
Quanto è grande la differenza tra Chelsea?
I don't know. I know that we started with 30 points of difference. We have to work to reduce the gap. I think that we are improving, but they are improving also. So it's very difficult to cover the gap. I don't know the difference at the moment. We started very well the season. Now we have to face some difficulties. I think it's normal. Sooner or later to have some difficulties in a new way of playing. I think it's normal. We have to work. We have to try to solve problem by problem, day by day, and to improve in a definitive way.
Can we just ask you too about N'Golo Kante, because some Chelsea fans still think you're not maximising his potential, playing him further up the pitch and not in the position he's been.
But the problems are only the results, because when we won, the position of Golo was good, and so it's only the result. In this moment we are not winning, and so it's normal that some players are playing very badly. Some players are in the wrong positions. I think it's normal. I explained why usually Kante plays in that position. I have my opinion. I can understand that you or somebody else doesn't agree, but I explained it very well why.
John.
You mentioned your players have been unable to react in a number of games now. Why do you think
non hanno
that is?
reagito bene, perché pensi che non hanno reagito bene durante le ultime partite? Perché?
It's not really very easy to answer. It's not easy, but I saw in the last matches that when there is the first difficulty, we went in blackout, or better, we didn't react as a team, but as 11 players in 11 different way, and so it's a big problem.
Do you think you lack a leader in your side?
Perché ha bisogno di un leader.
Oh, we need a leader, but I think also that we need a collective target,
Oh, sorry.
because because a collective target, collective, sorry, can give us motivation, and the motivation can give us determination, because I saw that in some matches we lack determination.
And you said that you can manage.
Like in the last match, I think that we were not able to have the right determination to keep the match.
And do you think you need somebody on the pitch, a leader on the pitch, who's able to
Pensi che ha bisogno di una persona sul campo che
get that
porti
collective
questo?
spirit together?
I don't know. First of all, I think that we need a collective target.
You mentioned you think Manchester City are possibly the best team in Europe,
Hai detto
maybe the world at the
sono i
moment.
migliori.
So the big question, I suppose, is how do you beat?
Oh, I don't
Come
know.
vinci contro
How do you
il
beat
Milan?
Manchester City?
Against Guardiola, I lost every match, so I don't know. You have to ask somebody else.
How do you approach it? What do you say to your players? Obviously, you said you think they're such a great team. What do you say to your players before
Che
tomorrow?
dici prima di
before they go out
domani?
tomorrow, to try and beat Man City.
As I told you before, that we have to create a collective target, because we need to have a collective target, because we need motivation, we need determination. I can say that at the moment they are stronger than us, but our final target is to be the best team in Europe.
You've always
And
said
so we need to work, we need to improve. We are lucky because in 90 minutes can happen everything. We know very well that it's very difficult, but we have to believe in it.
you said right from the start when you came in it was going to take time
Ha
for
detto
your
dall'inizio
team
che
to
ci sarebbe
adjust to
voluto
your way of
tempo.
thinking. Are you now concerned that actually it's a bit tougher than you thought,
Sei
even
preoccupato
just
che
to
è
get
più
in the top
difficile di
four?
quanto pensavi anche se
No.
nei primi quattro.
No, because when you are improving, you have to pass these moments. You cannot pass from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's impossible. The way is 2, 7, 5, 8, and so I knew very well that sooner or later we have to face difficulties, because when you change the way of playing, the way of football, you need to change the mentality, and you need to change the mentality in 25 minds, and so it's not a short way. It's very difficult, as we saw in Liverpool, as we saw in Manchester. But after the solution of the difficulties, you can create something very important.
Are you close to that?
Sei vicino a
Changing
questo,
mentality, do you
a
think
cambiare la
you're close to
mentalità.
that?
It's difficult to say because you cannot change the mentality in one day. You can change the mentality day by day. Only 1% may be a week, so it's a long way. It's difficult to say now we have changed the mentality. It's a long story.
Okay, Liam.
Maurizio, Marcus Alonso is one of the players who's played every Premier League game this season, and there have been suggestions that he has been showing a little bit of tiredness
Sembra un
in the
po'
last two
stanco.
games.
I don't know, because in the last period he didn't play a lot. he wasn't in the national team in the last international break. I don't know, the minutage, si dice minutage?
Yeah, you can.
Is not very high for him. He played in all the 14 matches in Premier League, but he didn't play in Europa League. He didn't play in League Cup. In the national team, he played only, I think, one match. So he played not very well against Fulham, of course. He played better in the first half in the last match, and then he had problems in the second half. I need to understand, because for me he is not tired. I want to see the last training, and then I will decide.
Just to finish.
Really quickly, because we're running out of time.
Do you see Emerson as a real alternative in that position?
Vedi Emerson come un'alternativa per lui.
Of course, Emerson is a good option. I have to consider also some details. For example, without Alonso, we could have problems in set pieces. So I have to consider everything.
Okay, we've run out of time. Last question, Paul, at the back, and we've got to finish.
Maurizio, in August you said in the first half of the season there would be problems. You predicted this, but in the second half Chelsea would win lots and lots of points. Are you on track with the way you expected to go in August?
Sta andando come pensavi andasse.
No, but every story is different. And I thought that we had a problem in the first part of the season. But we were in enthusiasm, and so maybe we were able to win some matches also with these problems. And now we have to face the first difficulties of the season. So I was sure that sooner or later we have to face problems. But I thought to be in the first 2 months. But the first 2 months we played well. We gained points, and so I thought that the problems will arrive in November, in December. I was sure.
Okay, thank you. Cameras off, please.